This is Bryan Kennedy, and this is Real Life, Real Music.
Real Life, Real Music Radio with your host, Kyle Hutton.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here. I really am. I'm so impressed. I didn't have any idea it was going to be this great.
And we're just getting started. You like the room upstairs? It's pretty nice.
Everything. People, room. I was telling him the room upstairs is generally where my boss would stay. I've never stayed in a room like that before, so I'll probably be here about a week.
We probably won't get too far in the conversation where you realize that when he says boss, he's talking about the man that he worked for since 2014, retired December 31st of this year, the one and only Garth Brooks. Yeah, so first off, I mean, I love Garth. I can only imagine that you've probably got some stories that you've gathered that you probably can't tell on the air tonight.
You're probably correct. He's such an amazing human being in so many ways. I'm happy to share whatever I can share because he's well worth sharing, for sure. I've known him since we were both 29, so about 40 years together.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. I think that sometimes there are segments of people's careers, like your time with Garth, that are so profoundly visible that they can take center stage. But one of the things that I love about your life and your history is that music, man, it sure as heck didn't start with Garth. I mean, you were already on a diet of amazing music, really from the time you were born up until now. And we're going to talk a whole lot about that. But I wonder, before I ask you too many questions, if you want to pick up that guitar over there and choose a song and kick our evening off.
That's a lot of pressure, Kyle.
I know.
I've never played.
I'll be here all night. I'm done
here. I was telling Kyle, I've been blessed to spend pretty much most of the day with Kyle, and he's my new best friend. Y'all are lucky to have him. Probably take a little less of that guitar, Jesse, please. So I don't want to come out of the gate like trying to kiss y'all's rear end, but I love the state of Texas. I was telling him that when I was learning to write songs, I spent a lot of time doing the hidden city flight from Nashville to Austin, but jump off the plane in Dallas, hit all the bars I could hear to go hear these bands and play. And so when I started writing songs, I thought, I've got to write a song about what I love about Texas. And so I started making a list, and it just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. So I was like, how am I going to get all this stuff in one song? So that's what I came up with. Boot wearing, calf roping, cattle wrenching, gate opening, buckle wearing, barbecuing, beer drinking, pig roasting, pool shooting, hay belling, fiddle playing, son of a guns. Tobacco chewing, snuff dipping, washer pitching, cow tipping, snake shooting, jukeboxing, honky-tonking, haggard listening, church going, neighbor knowing, proud of where they're from. Texas, it's only in Texas. There's pride in the eyes of the ones who wear that brand. And there's a whole other country between the red and the Rio Grande. And they got it all only in Texas. Horse hauling, bronc busting, bull riding, trail dusting, barrel racing, bulldogging, hat Stetson boots, Justin rodeo and Wrangler wearing, spur jingling, real cow hands. Beef eating, steer hazing, chip kicking, chili Chip kicking, chili cooking, Lone Star appreciation, pistol packing, deer tracking, Alamo remembering land. Texas, it's only in Texas. There's pride in the eyes of the ones who wear that brand. And there's a whole other country between the Red and the Rio Grande. And y'all got it all only in Texas. Yeah, there's a whole other country between the Red and the Rio Grande. And they got it all only in Texas. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Okay, so I'm going to jump right into this because I'm noticing a trend here in kind of the machine gun lyric approach. Number one, that's impressive that you can remember all those words and get them out with one breath.
Almost made it.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Now, one of your biggest songs ever has that little machine gun cadence, and it's a song that went number one with Garth Brooks. That I wonder if you would tell us the story behind American Honky-Tonk Bar Association, and then play that song for us.
You guys remember that song? So this was. Thank you for asking about that, because this was really a cool time in my life. This was, again, I don't know. I can't believe you've done 400 of these shows. So I feel so honored to be.
I look pretty good, right, for that many shows?
Great.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Seriously, I never planned on, I guess, being in a place like this. So it really means a lot to me that you guys are here. And I'm serious. It's like very touching to me. So thank you. American Honky-Tonk Bar Association. So when I was trying to learn to write songs, doing the Hidden City thing, going to all the bars, there was this bar in Nashville that I would take my girlfriend dancing. And we would two-step. Thursday night, and everybody knows you skip Friday, and then because you got to get your head about you again, then you go Saturday night. And this place was packed. I mean, every Thursday, probably Friday too, Saturday it was packed. I didn't have any money. I mean, you guys are going to think this is gross, but we would just drink beer somebody sat down. Or we would go buy a 6-pack of beer, drink it in the parking lot, and then go in. You probably know those days. But it was the greatest place in the world because it was, like 200-300 people in there. Probably needed 100, max. But there was 200 people in there, and we knew everybody. You knew everybody. And nobody came in there and started trouble, because if it was a foreigner, that just meant you didn't know them. If they came in there and started trouble, everybody in the bar would, they'd kick them out. They're gone. So this was your family. And so I knew all these people, and I'd give them all nicknames. So there was Dumpster, Rope-a-Dog, Stir Fry, Catfish, there's always a catfish, a Moose, Poot, and it went on and on and on. So this is how we all knew each other. So Moose, it was the guy that fixed all the cars. So I had this old POS truck, and I said, I need to get some of the muffler whatever done on it. He said, yeah, come over to the house. We'll have everybody out. So everybody's out there. He fixes it. He goes, I said, how much do I owe you? He said, $86. I said, great. I'll write you a check. Kyle, I got my checkbook out. Moose? I didn't know his name. And then for 2 years, he's like one of my best friends. I didn't know anybody's name. So when I sat down with Jim Rushing to talk about writing a song, we said, there's a group of people out there that they don't have a group. And it was these guys. It was all of this family. And so I remember when we came up the first lines of the song, I thought, that's this group. If your paycheck depends on the weather and the clock, that's this group. Want me to play?
Heck yeah.
If your paycheck depends on the weather and the clock, if your conversation calls for a little more than a coffee pot, if you need to pour your heart out and try to rectify some situation that you're facing, contact your American Honky-Tonk Bar Association. When Uncle Sam dips in your pockets for some things you don't mind, but when your dollar goes to some of those standing in a bailout line, rejoice, you have a voice if you're concerned about the destination of this great nation. It's called the American Honky-Tonk Bar Association. Representing hard hat, gun rack, aching back over tax flag, waving fun-loving crowds, and their heart is in the music, and they love to play it loud. There's no forms or no applications, there's no red tape administrations. It's the American Honky-Tonk Bar Association. Just a little true story here. I'm playing basketball with Garth. He'd heard the song. He said he was going to record it. We're running up and down the floor. He goes, "Hey man, you know that hard hat gun rack?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Think you could change that up?" And I'm thinking to myself in my head, no. But my head's going. So I said, "You mean something like, let's see, like, like bear crack, like a plumber?" And I was kidding. He goes, "Yeah." Now we're all one big family throughout the cities and the towns. We don't reach for handouts, but we reach for those who are down. And every local chapter has a 7-day-a-week available consultation for your frustrations. It's called the American Honky-Tonk Bar Association. Representing mud flap, six-pack, bear cracked over tax flag, waving fun-loving crowd, and their heart is in the music, and they love to play it loud. There's no forms or no complications. It's the it's the American Honky-Tonk Bar. I'm still laughing at the Bear Crack Association. Go and join your American Honky-Tonk Bar Association. Do not delay, contact today your AHPA, the AHPA. Go and join your American Honky-Tonk Bar Association. That's so much fun. Thank you very much.
Oh, man. Which album was that on? Do you remember?
In Pieces.
In Pieces.
Yeah,
yeah,
Pieces.
Gosh. I remember first hearing that song. I'm like, oh, my gosh. That is so good. Okay. So let's, I'm always interested in, like, what first made somebody want to pick up a pen and an instrument and try to write a song. Now, given your family upbringing, you might have been more destined to write a song than not write a song, But let's talk a little bit about your musical lineage for the folks here that may not know it or might be watching the podcast or listening on their on our syndicated network. You come from a very long line of musicians. Most of the people in your family are musicians. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about that.
My father is Jerry Kennedy. If you're familiar with Statler Brothers, Tom T. Hall, Reba McEntire, he's produced a lot of records, but he's also in the Musicians Hall of Fame. So when I was growing up as literally in diapers, there were 20 guitars in our house, and we couldn't touch any of them. Because, like a plumber has tools and a painter has their brushes, and Dad had his guitars, and we just knew we didn't touch them. So we would play tennis rackets, pool cues. We would just, whatever we could find, broom, we would just act like we were playing, me and my brothers, until, one day there's a picture of me somewhere getting my first guitar. I was probably 3, and I'm trying to put it in the guitar case backwards. People, that explains me perfectly. My whole life has been like that. It's so funny, but there was always a guitar laying around.
Yeah.
So, I've told this story that my dad got inducted to the Musicians Hall of Fame. He said, they asked him if he ever taught his boys how to play the guitar. He said, no. That was it. So my older brother, I was talking to Kyle about, my older brother is a great musician, great guitar player. He's won a Grammy with Peter Frampton on an instrumental album, guitar. He's playing with Garth at the current moment. He's written for Bonnie Raitt and wrote the Grammy Song of the Year, Changed the World, Eric Clapton. So we hate him. No, he is the greatest guy. I love him so much. He's so talented and so humble. Just a really great guy. So yeah, guitars and music was just how we grew up.
Well, and I mean, not to gloss over that his dad is in the Musicians Hall of Fame. Oh, what are some of the records? You were rattling off some of the records he played guitar on.
He played on, the ones you probably know right off was Roy Orbison's Pretty Woman. He played the guitar on that. And if you're a country music fan, Jeannie C. Riley's Harper Valley PTA, he played the dobro on that. Played on all the George Jones records. He played on everything in the 60s and 70s and continued playing for George Jones, I think, until George passed away.
That is crazy. So was it intimidating to pick up the guitar in a family like that, or was it just kind of second nature?
That's a great question. Intimidating because my brother was so good at it, and I got into sports because I was the bigger of the two. I have two brothers that were a year and a half apart each. I'm middle. Sports were my thing. It was easy for me because I say this humbly, but I was just faster, bigger, stronger. So I wanted to get outside and just play every sport I could. So I ended up going to college on a football scholarship, playing for the University of Mississippi. And
tell them who your first game was against.
Texas A&M. Yeah, I started my sophomore year. Yeah, it was in Jackson, Mississippi. So that was pretty cool those years. But I really felt like I was getting lapped by my brothers. Getting back into Nashville to get in the music business. But to your point, guitar playing, I knew I wasn't going to be Gordon because I don't have the brain for lead like he does. But songwriting, I was intimidated because I grew up in a house hearing Chris Christopherson songs and Mickey Newberry songs and Foster and Rice and all these great songwriters. And I was hearing those when they would just play them on a tape with just them and a guitar before they ever made it to a record, before they ever made it to radio. So I was like, I could never do that, ever. I mean, I was like, there's no way I could do that.
So what was the first one? What was the first one where you went, okay, I might be able to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the first one where you felt internally like this might be my thing?
I'm being really honest with you and tell you, I don't think I've had that moment.
Oh, really?
How do you top Chris Christopherson and Mickey? I mean, I'm not trying to top them, but they had such a prolific way. Willie, Waylon, just they were so. I was listening to Tom T. Hall. I don't know if you guys know Tom T. Hall at all, but his songs were just so real, and I just would sit there and go, man, I don't know how to do that. So I've never looked at myself. So funny that I'm not a songwriter.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? It's funny I'm hearing myself say that.
It's making me very depressed. Then let's just play another one of those number ones that don't mean much.
I don't mean it like that.
No. Okay. This line of questioning is going nowhere. So, listen. I want you to. You mentioned a cowboy song to me earlier that you said you might play tonight. Do you remember at dinner?
I do.
You said something about a cowboy song that you might play tonight, and I love some of the cowboy songs that I've heard others record, but I want to hear this one that you brought up at dinner.
So I was kind of talking to him about my affection for rodeo and just growing up loving Westerns and wanting to be a cowboy, really. I mean, like a real cowboy, not, the movie kind. And so I found myself hanging around a lot of people from Texas, and I found myself hanging around a lot of rodeo guys. And there was a bull rider champion named Lyle Sankey that put on bull riding schools, and me and a guy named Dan Roberts would go sing for the Cowboys at these bull riding schools. Have anybody ever been to a bull riding school? So I'm thinking these guys are nuts. They're crazy. But it would be like 18 guys, and they'd be aged from 40 down to 18. And people out there, some of them pull up in Porsches. Some of them had on penny loafers. And it was just guys, I guess, that just wanted to ride a bull. And I'm not really sure they're all there, but I admire that. There's nobody there. And I'm thinking, I'm looking in the stands. It was in Georgia, and it was like the fog was coming through. It was an outdoor arena, but it was covered. And there was a stadium, but there was nobody in the bleachers. And I'm thinking, man, if I told somebody I was going to ride a bull, everybody I knew, please come watch. So finally on the Sunday, the final go-round, this girl in the silhouette on the top of the deal comes. She got this ponytail, and you could tell she was wearing Wrangler jeans. And I was like, man, that looks like a pretty good-looking gal, She's here to see one of these guys possibly get killed. I had to respect that. So anyway, I kept thinking about her. I never met her. I never saw her really, but I kept thinking about her. And people laugh about songwriters. They're like, where do you get your ideas from? Well, we really don't know. You just see something and you think, that inspires me. So this girl inspired me. It's just another day outside Jimmy's barn. I wonder what today will have in store. He's a pretty good old cowboy, he treats me right. 'Cause I help him around here with all his chores. One day I saw a truck pull down the drive, and out stepped a rodeo queen. She had long blonde hair pulled to her side, and the prettiest ponytail I'd ever seen. And by her dark brown eyes, I could tell she was shy, and more than that cowboy's dream. Well, old Jimmy looked at me, he just grinned. He said, there's not another like her to be found. And I thought that you should know she'll be working here, 'cause I figured you like having her around. Well, when she walked by, I tried to catch her eye. I'm not sure, but I think she winked at me. She had long blonde hair pulled to her side, and the prettiest ponytail I'd ever seen. And by her dark brown eyes, I could tell she was shy, and more than a cowboy's dream. Well, old Jimmy says I'm still his favorite horse, but he can't wait to ride her in the ring. She's a prize horse for him, but she's first prize for me, and she's more than that cowboy's dream. So he put her in the stall next to mine, and now we run and play together all the time. She had long blonde hair pulled to her side, and the prettiest ponytail I'd ever seen. And by her dark brown eyes, I could tell she was shy, and more than that cowboy's dream.
Come on.
That's a true story.
Are y'all doing okay out there so far? Everybody good? Y'all with us? Okay. let's do this right now before I forget to do it, Bryan. I need a liner for us to be able to kick off the radio show. So you'll say, "This is Bryan Kennedy, and this is real life, real music," and then you guys are going to go nuts until I go like this. Okay? Everybody good?
This is Bryan Kennedy, and this is real life, real music.
They're here.
You need to tell me what to say more.
Yeah, okay. All right. Next, you're going to say, "Garth, I have 4 songs that Kyle wrote."
And they're great.
And you're going to listen to them. And my wife's like, "Please, please." Okay, so let's talk about Garth for a minute, because obviously, let's see, 2014, you went to work for Garth, right?
Well, that was the second time.
All right.
So the first time I opened up the shows for 2 years on his arena tour in 1997, 98.
Okay.
So
all right.
I toured as the opening act for those 2 years.
Would that be the same time that was Daryl out with him then?
Well, he would come out, and I would ask him to come out when he had his, I think it was Friends Don't Drive Friends to Drinking, or I can't remember what song, but I would have him come out and play with us around the campfire.
Okay.
At the beginning of
All right, gotcha. And just so you guys know, anybody know Daryl Dodd? Does that name ring a bell? Okay. The only person in my family that loves Daryl Dodd more than me is my wife. And so, right, Tara? Okay. So Daryl Dodd did our show down in the Woodlands, and somehow I talked him into staying at our house in the Woodlands, okay? And after watching my wife watch Daryl Dodd have dinner that evening, every 5 minutes I would roll over and make sure she was still next to me while Daryl was sleeping in our house. But anyway, Daryl Dodd sent me a text probably about 8 months ago and said, "Kyle, you have not worked with Bryan Kennedy yet, but if you don't get him to come do your show, you and I are going to have a problem." So that is how this conversation came up that led to you being here. So anyway, yes, recording artist, songwriter, and then went on to work for Garth for years.
Yeah, it was 14 years, somewhere around there. We were riding. He had been retired since 2000, so it was 2014, and I'm out riding on the side-by-side. I know that's what they call them now. I don't understand that. What's a side? How do you side beside something else? It's a side. I'm going to have a song out of that before the night's over. But anyway, we were riding around on his property. He says, "Hey, man, I'm going back out. You want to go?" And I said, "Yeah," but I didn't ask him what I'd be doing. And it was such a great. He really was nervous that he would not sell. He didn't know. I was telling Kyle that was, iPhones weren't out when we finished touring in 1999, 2000. So we didn't know. And then tickets went on sale, and I think it was 9 shows in Chicago. So
sold out.
It went pretty well. Yeah.
And if you didn't know, Garth's about to go back out. And first shows are in Indianapolis and sold out in minutes, and pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think they said there were 400,000 people in the queue wanting a ticket. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
That's crazy. I still can't get my head around that, but I love him to death.
Okay, so I know I'm you're not supposed to play all the hits at the beginning of the show, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you about it since we're talking about Garth and we're talking about we're talking about Cowboys, Beaches of Cheyenne.
Wow. Yeah.
Tell us about that song. Who'd you write that one with?
That was Garth and Dan Roberts. So here's how songwriting goes, and I love these kind of venues where you can, because we don't. Sometimes when you have an idea, it may sit for a week, 3 weeks, but this one's set for probably a year and a half. Because you can imagine your songwriting buddy looking at, because Garth and I were always working, doing something. So we were on his place, tractor, cutting, whatever. We're doing something. So we would always banter back and forth song ideas. I think we were walking out of his studio one day. He was like, "I got this idea for a song." I said, "What is it?" He goes, "It's called The Beaches of Cheyenne." So if somebody said that to you, you would look at him like, I was like, "What, what are we going to do with that?" And he was like, "Well, we don't know. But it's cool." And everybody's, number one comment still is like, hey man, there's no beach in Cheyenne. And then that's kind of the challenge of a songwriter. When you hear something or you get something fixed in your mind, you're like, I know there's something there. Then you gotta go to work. And so we would occasionally over that year, like, what about the beaches? You got anything? No. You got anything? No. Just couldn't think of anything. So we finally get together, Dan and Garth and I lived on his place down the hill from where he lived. And we started trying to figure out what this was about. Anybody remember Bridges in Madison County? Mm-hmm. So Clint Eastwood, Faye Dunaway, right? So Meryl Streep, thank you. So we're thinking about that, and I'm like, well, maybe this guy's he's a salesman. He lives in California, and then we're like, it's this guy, and we started thinking about all the scenarios this guy could be doing. And anyway, this is true. One of his horses kicked the water trough out of the stall. Somebody called and said, hey, the water's flooding the stall, so we jump in this side by side, because there was three of us, and so we go flying up the hill. And when we get up to the hill, one of us said, what if it's a girl? What if it's a woman? And it just like the brakes hit on this side by side by side. And we're like, yeah, it's a woman. And then what's this woman do? Well, she's living in California and her husband's a rodeo guy, and he says he'll never ride this particular bull, but he does. And so this became like a cowboy ghost story to me. I'm not lying when I say this. We were in his barn writing this song several nights in a row till like 3 a.m. I'm so into this song that when I would get in my side by side, I would go down the hill and it's pitch black. And it's just the headlights of this mule, Kawasaki mule. And I'm terrified that I'm going to see this woman. I'm thinking she's going to run out in front of this thing and I'm going to freak out because it was that real. Make sure I'm in tune here. Packed up all his buckles and shipped his saddle to his dad. By the way the house looked, she must have took it bad. The workers come on Monday to fix the doors and patch the walls. They say she just went crazy the night she got the call. He was up in Wyoming, he drew a bull no man could ride. He promised her he'd turn out, well it turned out that he lied. And all their dreams that they'd been living in the California sand, they died right there beside him in Cheyenne. They say she just went crazy, screaming out his name, and she ran out into the ocean. And to this day they claim, if you go down by the water, you see her footprints in the sand. 'Cause every night she walks the beaches of Cheyenne. They never found her body, just her diary by their bed. They talked about the fight they had and the words she had said. She told him, if you're riding, I don't give a damn if you never come back from Cheyenne. Nobody can explain it. Some say she's still alive. They even claim they've seen her on the shoreline late at night. And if you go down by the water, you see her footprints in the sand. 'Cause every night she walks the beaches of Cheyenne. Thank you. Thank you.
Such a great song. I love songs that, I mean, you just go visually to where the writers were when they wrote it. You know what I mean? Like that's one of those ones where I don't think you can just listen to it and kind of passively sing along to that one.
Really make you think about the last thing you say to somebody. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
That part, and then the part where she just went crazy. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. So remember what you tell somebody, the last thing you say to them.
Yeah, it's important. That's important. Okay, so, gosh, I will continue to lead you all around the place with questions. Okay, all right. Let me think which one I want to sing for you.
Yeah, let's hear Kyle sing a song.
All right. I don't know.
So Kyle, where were you when you? Oh,
Jesse, you good? Are we muted? Cool. Sorry about that. Okay, what was the question?
Where were you when you wrote this? I don't even know what you're going to sing, but I want.
Where was I when I wrote? Where was I when I wrote my first number one? I was in your hotel room about 4 hours from now.
I hope we're writing.
You've met my wife. That's the only thing I would be doing with you in your room.
Hallelujah. I already feel like he's my brother, so it's so cool.
Okay, so I'm going to play you one that I would choose to play this one for you if I only got to play one song for you. So I'm going to play this one just because I think as a songwriter, you get it. And we're going to talk a little bit more about, this guy writes books and plays and does all kinds of stuff. So you're no stranger to the creative process, and sometimes it's a very optimistic, unpromising endeavor.
That's a good way to put it.
So that's kind of what this song's about. If I can remember it. Dreams don't have a wallet or a watch, and they take their time and never mind the cost, and they might not even notice when you've given all you got, 'cause dreams don't have a wallet or a watch, and hope don't know discretion or despair. She just runs around without a single care. She's got this reckless need to find me when I haven't got a prayer. No hope, don't know discretion or despair. And it don't give up, and it don't quit. And you'll know it's true when it feels like this. Love has no beginning, has no end. It flies clear across the sky and back again. And it'll warm you like the smile from a long lost friend. Yeah, love has no beginning, it has no end. And it don't give up, and it don't quit. And you'll know it's true when it feels like this. It don't give up, and it don't quit. So when things get tough, just remember this: the dreams don't have a wallet or a watch, and and they take their time and never mind the cost. And they might not even notice when you've given all you got. Your dreams don't have a wallet or a watch. Yeah, dreams don't have a wallet, and hope don't know discretion, and love has no beginning, has no end. Yeah. Man. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
What am I doing here?
Oh, come on.
That's so good. It's like I sound like a Willie Nelson, Lyle Lovett wrote. Oh, that's great. It's awesome.
Thank you very much. Okay, so the reason that I picked that song to play first is just kind of the stream of consciousness of our discussion at dinner. And, you know, I think, how do I want to say this and be politically correct?
Good luck.
I've had the opportunity to sit next to a lot of folks. And the music always inspires me to a certain spot, but then connecting with somebody that I feel like is putting light out into the world and attempting to hold themselves to a standard of being a good human being and sowing that into the world. And I feel like after reviewing some of the work that you do and some of the things you do other than songwriting, that's an important part of your life. Would you say that, I mean, is it faith that drives that? Like, what is it that drives your desire to be who you are in your world?
Well, that's a great question. And yes, faith is everything. I mean, your foundation is everything. Whatever it is, that's your everything. I'm a Christian man. I love Jesus, and that's my foundation for everything. And so, you know, what you're saying, you know, our purpose is not ourself. Nobody's put here for yourself. And so when you kind of get your head wrapped around that, I often say, you know, a fruit tree doesn't grow fruit for itself. You know, it's for the people passing by. I've picked fruit from you all day today, and it's good, it's healthy, and it's good for me. And so that's the driving force is light. You said it really well. Light is, look, so you can have a room that's pitch black, total black. That's miserable, right? Because you can't see anything. You can punch a pinhole in it, and what do you see? Light. Just a little pinhole. But you can have a room that's full of light, punch a little pinhole in it, and it's darkness back there. You don't even see it. So, light.
Yeah.
That's us.
Is there a song that you feel like puts that message out there like the clearest? Is it a song? Is it one of your books? Is it?
I tried to put it in everything, but you know, I wrote a book called Bring Your Own Happy. It's an idea I got from Mark Colley, if y'all know who Mark is. But the book is basically saying you can't make somebody happy. It's pretty obvious. I mean, you can make them happier, cause happier, but you got to bring your own. So that's the light. You know, where does that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a song that I can sing. I think I'd like to sing it.
Perfect.
If I can see. Sitting on the beach, listening to the breeze, how the waves roll and the wind blows. Contemplating life, seems just like the tide, it's a yo-yo, the way it comes and goes. get here? Should I go way out there? I can get crazy, I can be lazy. And if I could see my life through the seagull's eyes, would it please me, or would it grieve me? These questions that I'm posing while I'm sitting by this ocean, supposing I may never understand. But inside my heart I'm knowing that this hourglass is flowing, showing me that I am a grain of sand. Is there no way to shield the sandcastles that we built? 'Cause in a heartbeat we can get too deep. And is the mark of every man like his footprints in the sand, temporary and then buried? These questions that I'm posing while I'm sitting by this ocean, supposing I may never understand. But inside my heart I'm knowing that this hourglass is flowing, showing me that I am a grain of sand.
Simple truth.
Yeah, time.
Yeah.
Gotta take advantage of it.
Yeah. We're getting all heavy in here. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I've kind of been leading you down roads I wanted you to go down. Why don't you just pick a song you want to tell us about?
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice.
Okay, so I'll share this with you because I get this question quite often. They'll say, I got it from my publisher when I was writing in Nashville. They were like, hey, they called me into their office. You don't ever get called into the office of the publishing company unless you're not writing good songs. And I thought I was doing pretty good, but she called me in the office. They said, no, sit down. So I'm thinking, oh man, I'm fixing to get reprimanded here. I'm fixing to get a whooping. They said, look, we love what you're writing. Okay. They said, but there's a lot of female artists out there, and you're not really writing any songs for any females. And we think you should try to write for some females. I said, have you seen me? I mean, does this look like I have an effeminate side? And they really pushed me hard. They were like, no, Bryan, we believe in you. And I love that they believed in me enough that they saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. I don't know if you guys have that in your life, but it's a cool thing when they go, we believe you can do it. And I'm starting to believe it myself until I started trying to do it. I'm really trying because they're my boss, and I ride for the brand. I mean that. Like if you're paying me, I'm going to do it. So I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying. They kept saying, where's the songs? Where are the songs? So I said, okay, try this out and see if we can go from here. I told my wife late last night I met the new neighbors next door, and I'd have to say the man's got it made and he couldn't ask for more. 'Cause she treats him like a king, that's the way it ought to be, and maybe things around here ought to change. I want you to meet her, she couldn't be sweeter, and maybe you could learn a few things. He says they never fight, she's a perfect wife, she even loves to cook and clean. He just sits in his chair and she brings him his beer, and he don't have to do a thing. And every morning when he wakes, she brings him a plate of French toast, hot coffee and cream. Now don't that sound nice? Maybe once or twice you could do the same for me. Oh, that look in her eyes told me that I crossed way over the line. She jerked back the cover, said, I ain't your mother. Boy, have you lost your mind. She said, honey, you can bet you ain't gonna get any more loving, hugging, or kissing. And if you want breakfast in bed, sleep in the kitchen. All right, ladies, you know your line now coming up. This is a true story. I said, don't be that way. I work hard all day. You don't really do that much. She said, you know you're right. Turned out the light the next morning when I woke up. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, she was standing right next to the bed. She said, honey, here you go. Have some Cheerios. She poured the whole box on my head. Oh, that look in her eyes told me that I crossed way over the line. She jerked back the cover, said, I ain't your mother. Boy, have you lost your mind. She said, honey, you can bet you ain't gonna get any more loving, hugging, or kissing. Ladies, here we go. If you want breakfast in bed, ladies. If you want breakfast in bed, one more time. There you go.
Wow.
That's a true story.
Wow. That would explain why you have no cuts with major female artists. To your credit. Are y'all having a good time tonight? Everybody good? Real quick, I want to have I always call this my Porter Wagner moments without the sequins, but I want to. Oh, that'd be great if I had the whole suit and everything, wouldn't it? I want to say thank you, my friends that are here representing CC Creations. I focus on the music thing all the time just because I personally know the value of that. We manage some artists that, especially in today's economy with streaming, if they weren't able to sell T-shirts and hats and koozies and things at the merch stand, there's a lot of times, especially for up-and-coming bands, where the amount of merch they sell is more than the guarantee that they get to play the shows. And so CC Creations is an important part of musicians' careers, from up and coming to, the big guys that are out there playing arenas. But in addition, they work with the major apparel brands, that are out there. And the interesting thing is, if you get an opportunity to walk through their, I'll call it a factory. I don't know if that's what y'all call it, but they can put out 40,000 T-shirts in a day. It's crazy what they can do over there. And again, they're doing it for all the top brands, and they're right here in Bryan, Texas. But also, not just making money in the community, but putting money back into things. Y'all sponsor everything. Lena and Kenny are such big givers to the community, and we just feel honored that we're part of that and what you guys do. So thank you, CC Creations, for helping make nights like tonight possible. And then also, man, my alma mater, Texas A&M University. I'm actually still, a little bit, taken aback that we get to, say that part of what we do is supported by Texas A&M University. It's played such a major role in my life and in my family's life, and we're really excited to be kind of on the inside of the School of Performance, Visualization, and Fine Arts and everything that they're doing in the music program. A&M is known as an engineering school, and A&M is known for a lot of things, including the visualization side of Pixar, Illumination. Those we've been exporting. Could we call them digital creative engineers? I don't know exactly the terminology we would use, but bottom line is there's a lot of stuff going on the music side of A&M right now that I'm excited about and can't wait to see where it is in 10 years. 15 years because I just know this school is great at exporting, what the workforce needs. And in the music community, we just need more folks that are out there writing songs and playing guitars and recording records and doing everything from the business side to the performance side. So A&M, thank you guys for signing on to be a sponsor of what we're doing here, and we're just glad to give back culturally here in Bryan-College Station. So give it up for both of our sponsors, Texas A&M University and CC Creations. Okay, man, pick another one. I like what you picked better than me telling you what to play. That was funny.
Well,
it kind of explains why you're single right now, too.
Yes, it does. Pick another one. So I don't know, like here's the thing. So a lot of times you'll sing a song, like when I was married, everything I sang, my wife thought I'd lived it. And we lie. I mean, I always say that's a true story, but you just make stuff up. It's so much fun. So I don't know what kind of song you guys want to.
I learned a trick. Like if you're really going to write something that's going to make your significant other mad, make sure you have a co-writer.
That would work. Yeah.
I have no idea why this guy wanted to write this song today.
I remember that. Just make one up even. So I don't know what you want to hear. A cowboy song? You want to hear? I'll sing this one for you because this is an insight to songwriting that I think is appropriate. When you write something, there's men and women are different. We all know that. But there's this communication thing where you're saying one thing and they think it's something else, and it happens a lot, right? So guys, you'll it's my little way of saying it. Well, let me tell you about a situation. You don't need a lot of education. Please excuse my Take two. Let me tell you about a situation. You don't need a lot of education. I'll give you a hillbilly translation of how the story goes. See, I met her on a blind dation. She was built like a claymation. When I seen her, I said, goodness gracious, I bet you're proud of those. You never seen such irritation over showing my appreciation. What a case of miscommunication. It was a bad situation. Now that's a lovely pair of decorations. Are those real or are they imitation? Please excuse my fascination. I'd like to see them up close. I like the way they dangulation. They're eye-catching and they're captivating. About how much in your estimation did you pay for those? You never seen such aggravation over showing one's appreciation. What a case of miscommunication. It was a bad situation. Lordy, I never dreamed it would cause such a scene over 2 earrings. That's a true story.
Wow.
You said play something.
There's nothing like waiting until the last word to let a guy know that his podcast is not going to get canceled. Just snuck that right in at the last there.
Earrings, Kyle.
Yeah. Who'd you write that with?
Randy Hardison.
All right. Was it his idea or yours?
Since he's not here, it was his.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man. Guys, I don't know if, let me grab these real quick. I want to, I want to announce something very cool to you guys. How many of you last year were at the first Bryan, Texas Songwriter Festival? We have some people show up. Well, I don't know if you saw what was sitting on your seat when you walked in, but we have been hard at work on the lineup for this year's Bryan, Texas Songwriter Festival. And I'm happy to tell you that it's Monday right now. And until next Monday, Stella Session members, you can share this with your friends. We're not sharing it with the general public, but you can get advanced if you want to do the VIP experience add-on, which is the one that gets you into all of the venues in the festival. You can do a pre-sale purchase of that this week, Monday through Sunday, and that will be live through this QR code. Okay. Now, the festival is really two festivals in one. It's a free to the public festival that we do through our Real Life Real Music Foundation because we believe that our communities and especially our kids need more ways of positive self-expression. And at least for me, I'm going to do everything I can in this area where I live to help lift up songwriting as that opportunity, okay? And so we have sponsors like the City of Bryan, Destination Bryan, the Bryan Business Council. We have sponsors that help us be able to make the main stage of our performance for 2 days free to the public. Included in that offering will be slots filled by some of the best performers that you can see up and coming from Texas A&M and PVFA. Okay, we'll have slots where they will be participating with us, and you can look and see. I mean, our free to the public stage is stacked. We've got Radney Foster, Blue Water Highway, Max and Heather Stalling, Beetroot Revival. How many of you were here for that show a few weeks ago? Unreal. Some local songwriters, Randy Hoyt, A&M student Molly McDonald, Macy Hanna. We've got some amazing people, and that's all going to be on the main free to the public stage, okay? So help us get people out there to come experience songwriting. Now, if you want to do the VIP experience add-on, that's where you can get into the Stafford, the Palace, and guess what? We're adding the Queen Theater this year where we're going to do some intimate acoustic performances. And you can see the list of some of the artists: Sean McConnell, Chuck Cannon, Bruce Robeson, Jason Eady, Ryan Beaver, Jamie Lynn Wilson. You can read down that list. It is going to be an amazing 2 days of lifting up music, enjoying singer-songwriters, and you can take advantage of the pre-sale for the next week. Now, that being said, there are people in this room that could help us by sponsoring this event. We have our main sponsors in place. I'll be sending out information to some of you. You probably know who you are. You'll be getting an email from me this week with some sponsorship opportunities and information. This is done through our Real Life Real Music Foundation. I'm going to be completely transparent with you and tell you that last year, do you know most festivals, and I'll say this without naming names, but I'm not going to name names. Festivals that come to town lose money, and some don't come back because they can't afford to, okay? We do this through our foundation and solicit corporate support so that we can do this and it be a year-over-year event that becomes part of the ongoing cultural offering of the City of Bryan, okay? Our foundation, I'm more than happy to share the 990s with you. Our admin expenses are tax returns. Everything else goes back into programming. Last year, we broke even, our first year of our festival. We made $6,000, okay? We made $6,000. Now, to date, we've put $10,000 back into the community, into the music events that are on the back of this page. Raising Awareness for Mental Health, a songwriting competition, the Texas Fiddle Clinic held here at the Stella, and BV Live, one of our partnering nonprofits, into helping them be able to spread their message. So here's what I commit to you. I am such a music fan and I love music. We will give our heart and soul to bring entertainment like this to this area, and every dollar that we make in profit off of this festival will go back into music in this community. That's our foundation's commitment. And so help us do that. I mean, our goal this year is to cover the expenses of the festival and have $100,000 to put back into programming in 2027 into the community. So if you have a business, if that rings a bell with you, if you want to be a part of that, then come up to me afterwards or reply to an email or whatever. And man, let's keep stuff like this going. I run out of stuff to stream on Netflix. This is much more entertaining and much more meaningful. So thank you guys in advance for helping us with that. All right. Play us another one.
I'm just impressed. All y'all have just impressed. Y'all impressed me. Music heals. It just does. Yeah, it just does. So keep doing what you're doing. I love it. You guys, sometimes when you're on the inside, you can't see how cool something is, right? It's really cool what y'all are doing here. Really cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anything? You said that last time.
Play us another one, and then I'm gonna play you another one after you play us another one.
So, you want a love story, or you want a song about Elvis? All right. So, when I was a kid, I think everybody in the whole place was man, woman, whatever. It doesn't matter. I think if you grew up when Elvis was doing his thing, you got in front of the mirror and tried to be Elvis Presley. Hairbrush, whatever, you're doing whatever. Well, I tried that. As you can see, it did not work out. Not at all. I can't be anything like Elvis at all. But I thought, if I can't be Elvis, then I'll see if I can write something about Elvis. So I started writing all the things that I love about Elvis in this song. So I'll get y'all to help me out with it. So I'll sing, I love me some Elvis. Y'all sing that. I love me some Elvis. No, your turn. I love me some Elvis. I love me some Elvis. Sing. I love me some Elvis. All right. I love me some Elvis. Sing. I love me some Elvis. I love me some Elvis. I'm gonna buy a hound dog and I'm gonna rock and roll. I'm gonna grow me some sideburns and turn vinyl into gold. I'm gonna live in Memphis, but I'll be from Tupelo. I'm gonna headline in Vegas, singing in the ghetto. 'Cause I love me some Elvis. Sing. I love me some Elvis. I love me some Elvis. Well, then I'm gonna cut my hair off. I'm gonna serve the USA. I'm gonna make a comeback and be Velvet Art someday. I'm gonna wear a jumpsuit with a big collar and a cape. And I'm gonna do karate and wear some big gold shades. 'Cause I love me some Elvis. I love me some Elvis. I love me some Elvis. All right, what was Elvis's first single? That's all right, Mama. Sing it with me. That's all right with you. Yeah. That's all right, Mama. Any way you do, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Well, Mama, she done told me, Papa done told me too. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. I love that part. I gotta remember how it goes. Hound dog is eating. Cut my hair off. Oh my gosh, I forgot the last verse. I should just do. I can't remember. That's it.
That last verse was great.
Thank you. I'll think of it driving home. Y'all are sweet.
All right. So, do you want to hear?
Yes.
What do you guys? Okay, cowboy song. Introspective. That one has such a funky tuning on it. And I don't have my tuner plugged in. So, but thank you for that request. Appreciate that. So, okay, cowboy song or like introspective life lesson song.
I think we got the introspective from you. Let's hear the cowboy.
Okay, I'll play you the cowboy song. Let's see.
Is that all right with you guys?
Yeah. He's like, we heard you try to be introspective.
Oh, that was great. I love
Let's
that.
try something else.
I'd steal it if it wasn't on the podcast.
Yeah. That's like, was anybody here when Jack Ingram played this show? Okay, nobody? Couple people? And Jack was talking about he was going to write with Guy Clark, and Guy said, play me something. Jack played him the song he'd been working on, and he went, play me something else. Let's see. He pulls on his boots and paints on a smile and strolls to the arena where the crowd's going wild. Once every year, the rodeo comes to town, and on that old dirt stage, he plays the clown. Well, all the cowboys tip their hats and wave with respect. They know the clown will be there when that old bull comes to collect. With his trusty barrel, he'll form a shielding wall for any broken cowboy riding for a fall. Well, that night something happened in shoot number 2. A rookie from Wyoming didn't know what to do. He was caught up in his rigging, and the rising shore real tight left that lanky cowboy fighting for his life. So the clown took the left when the bull cut back right, freed the hand of the cowboy and pushed him aside. When the bull finally finished, you couldn't hear a sound. The clown and the cowboy lay still on the ground. Through the dirt and the blood, the clown opened one eye to look back and see if the boy was alright. And when that boy finally stood, the clown knew he'd done his best, and he whispered cowboy up with his final breath. And the town built a statue of their hero, the clown. And once every year, the rodeo comes to town. And there's riding and roping, laughter and cheers, flowers by the statue, and cowboy tears.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's great.
Cowboy tears.
Did you ever cowboy?
I did not, but I went to I went to some even less official bull riding events than the school you were describing, where I saw my brother-in-laws get on a couple of bulls that they shouldn't have been on, and usually there's some rules against drinking too much before you get on them and stuff like that. But whew, that's rough. That's a rough. That's a rough
Any
deal.
bull riders in here?
Well, smart people. Smart people in the room.
Educated people.
Okay, we've got time for like 2 more songs, so you've got to pick what you want to end us with.
I'll give you a love song, and then I'll give you a true story.
Perfect.
Okay. So anyway, I do this thing when I play out loud. I have this 4-part song thing that I call the trilogy, and I know that's. But I'm going to pick one of the songs out of the trilogy, and so this is about a girl that I had caught up with at a rodeo, and asked her out, and we started dating, and things were going really good. So I take her out to eat, and I can't believe this woman even give me the time of day, and we were just having so much fun, and she had gone up to go to the restroom, and I'm sitting in this restaurant, kind of like an Applebee's or something like that, and she's in the restroom. And I look up, and everybody in the restaurant is staring at me, and I'm nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I? What's on me or what's wrong? And then I realized they weren't looking at me. She was coming back from the restroom. They were all looking at her. When she walked into the room, every eye looked her way. It's not the dress that she wears, the style of her hair, 'cause they'd stare anyway. And much to their surprise, who does she sit beside? And darling, you make me see I'm just like every other man. I'm so jealous of me. And by the look in their eyes, they're mesmerized, but they can't even see that there's a ring on her left hand that belongs to the man that they'd all love to be. And what they wouldn't give for the life that I live, baby, you're every man's dream. I'm no different, it seems. I'm so jealous of me. By the look in their eyes, they're mesmerized. They can't even see that there's a ring on her left hand that belongs to the man that they'd all love to be. I love this part. My heart would break right in two if I were in their shoes, all alone, watching us leave. She's every man's dream, and I'm so jealous of me. And looking at you, I understand why I'm so jealous of me. Big finish.
That's great. That's great. Have y'all had a good time tonight? All right, August 17th. If you're here because one of your friends let you use their tickets, be really nice to them between now and August 17th, because we have Terry Hendricks and Lloyd Maines, Grammy Award winners. Lloyd was named into the Austin City Limits Hall of Fame.
Wow.
I mean, you're talking, it's going to be an amazing show. So make sure that you come back and see us. Don't forget about the pre-sale on the VIP experience add-on for the festival. If you're interested in talking about sponsorship, come talk to me. And last but not least, Bryan, thank you for coming down and spending your evening with us tonight.
Good. Blessings. You bless me. Thank you.
Yeah. And I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you again. Spencer Clements, thank you. Stella Hotel, Lake Walk, Destination Bryan, City of Bryan. Ethan, Texas A&M University, my friends at CC Creations. Thank you for letting me have the best seat in the house and get to do what I do and be here to participate in it. Yeah. And I hope you'll come back again.
Amen. Yeah, I want to come back. I'll stay.
Talk to Uncle Spencer. He's in charge over
awesome.
there.
Thank you so much.
What do you want to finish this off with?
I finished this with a true story. So Garth and I, when he was quote retired after 2000, he invites me out to Oklahoma. He was living out there then, and we were going to write a song, and I was kind of this idea, and I said, that reminds me of something my brother said. My older brother Gordon, he was in a Christian rock band for a lot of years early in his career, and he was being interviewed, and one of the interviewers said, do you believe in reincarnation? And he said, well, no, that's not my faith, and no. So that was kind of it, and then the reporter kind of walked away, and my brother goes, well, hang on a second. He said, what? He goes, who knows, in another life, I might have.
That's funny.
So Garth and I was thinking about that, and so here this came out. Last thing I remember saying was, hey, y'all, watch this. Next thing you know, I'm walking towards the light. When this voice from out of nowhere asked me this question, it said, Bryan, what was the one thing you loved most in your past life? I said, well, that's got to be between cowgirls and horses. But before I could decide which one I'd settle on, the voice said, may you be happy with your answer. And I said, which answer? And it said, watch this. And I was gone. But I came back as a cowgirl's saddle, heaven on earth for all eternity, forever in between, every cowboy's dream, riding horses, holding rodeo queens. Well, sew me, show me, throw me in your pickup, take me, break me, make me what you need. It's safe to say we're made for one another, and you'll never fall if you just stick with me. So fit me, sit me, get me how you want me, and wrap me, slap me, strap me on your steed. Can't believe I'm out here flying with this angel. This afterlife is looking up for me. But I'm back as a cowgirl sound, heaven on earth for all eternity, forever in between, every cowboy's dream, riding horses, holding rodeo queens. This is a true story. All right, let's see. Roping, loping, hoping that you're happy, racing, placing, chasing all your dreams. It makes me think if I'd live life a little better, would I've come back as a pair of cowgirl jeans? But I came back as a cowgirl saddle, heaven on earth for all eternity, forever in between, every cowboy's dream, riding horses, holding rodeo queens, forever in between. Y'all know just what I mean, riding horses, holding rodeo queens. Thank y'all so much for having me. I've enjoyed it very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bryan Kennedy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.